Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, what's the deal, YouTube? We're back with Bgst. We missed about a week. I do apologize. But no, we didn't. No, we didn't shoot last week. We missed a week. But anyway, we're back. What's the deal, YouTube? Oh, we just in the background. Bgst. We got a lot to talk about. If you guys would be so kind to hit the like button, we got some free codes to give away tonight. We got 2 copies of Pubg. I got a year's worth of Xbox Live. I may split it up, but we're gonna have some fun tonight. I don't know how I'm going to give it away. Maybe I'll just drop the code in the chat. We may ask you a question or whatever the case may be. But hit the like button. We're going to get started. As the room is still filling up, I'm going to go start from left to right. See what's going on. I haven't talked to these guys in a minute. Crap, what you got going on with yourself, good brother?
Not man. Not much. Just,
hey, wait, God.
No. You know, just normal stuff, man. Just excited about what's going on. With the Xbox right now, they got a lot of cool stuff going on. The Pubg stuff, you know, seeing the accolades trailer and things like that. Really cool stuff, man. It's an exciting time. Sea of Thieves has a release date. I'm super pumped up for that.
Okay.
You know, just happy to be a gamer, man. Happy to be an Xbox fan. Yeah, man. Just good times, man.
All right, D, the tech guy. Cool.
What's up?
What you got going on with yourself? What you got going on with yourself, good brother?
Yeah, just like I was telling you guys off the air, man. After watching Digital Foundry's video on the HDR in Injustice 2, I got back into that game. So I've been playing that game for the last 24 hours, and like I feel like I'm late to the show on that game. But honest to tell you, that's one of the better DC stories I've ever seen, man. I'm really enjoying it, man.
Not hard to beat the DC stories we've seen.
Hey, man, gotta say, man.
Oh crap, you're a hater, bro.
Shady. I'm not a hater. You know, it just comes out that way. I'm just opinionated when it comes to stuff like that new Star Wars movie was bad. The DC
don't get me
movies have been bad.
Dude, what the hell did that director do on Star Wars? Oh my!
Hey, watch out! I'm gonna see it this week, man. Come on.
I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, K-Mega. It depends. You know what? Here's the thing: if you're like a hardcore Star Wars fan, you're probably not gonna like it. If you're just like a casual Star Wars fan, you might be like, "Hey, that's a good sci-fi flick."
No, I gotta say on that, I'm a huge Return of that trilogy is like my favorite movies of all time when I was a kid. That and the Superman movies, well, up to like 2 or maybe 3. Maybe
3 was actually underrated.
Trilogy, man. They buried that shit. Yeah.
But those were my movies, and I gotta say, this movie it has some good parts in it. There's some good stuff in it, and there's just some other stuff you're like, what the fuck just happened? And like, you just ruined my childhood. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, it was. I actually just saw it today, so I'm like the disappointment's still fresh with me. I'm like, yeah.
All I gotta say is thank God for the MCU, man. That's all I gotta say right now. Dude.
Well, at least somebody's doing it right.
I'll say this: if you're a hip hop fan, it's like the realization that mumble rappers are actually a thing now. You know, it's that bad.
It's mumble rapping.
Oh man,
just listen to anything that's on the radio right now. Anything on the radio, that's the mumble rapping.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I never heard of this.
They doing sounds and they doing lyrics, man.
Yo, we gotta get Chris to grab that soundbite, man. That's gotta be a part of the intro.
Oh, and before we get in there, I heard somebody talk about the Marvel Universe.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think about the X-Men finally joining the Marvel Universe?
So they acquired the license? I was a little out of the loop.
Yeah, Fox went ahead and sold their movies, all of their movie properties,
movies, TV shows.
And
I know crap. About that,
The Simpsons.
Well, you know what I worried about is because like The Simpsons and Family Guy and stuff. I like those shows a lot, and you wonder where they fit in. Also, as a network, there's a lot of shows on Fox, that I watch. And also, Hulu is kind of owned by Fox. So what happens with that? Because Disney wanted to start their own streaming service or whatever. So, yeah, there's some concern there from me. You know, it is cool. I was hoping they would have just got, like, X-Men and Deadpool, like, get all the characters, but not everything. You know what I mean? Like, that worked me.
I mean, the last Wolverine movie was out. To me, that's the best one I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, that was good. That was
Logan. That was damn good. And Deadpool was really good, too.
I've never seen that.
You know what? That's the first time, like, I don't know how many of you guys read the comics, but that's the first time we really got Wolverine because they watered him down. Wolverine's a killer.
Yeah.
He's a savage.
Well, I think that over time, I think with the success of Deadpool, it kind of opened up that movies can be rated R. I don't even know why they didn't feel about the trend, because all they had to go back to was Blade. And Blade is the very first Marvel movie that kind of kicked off this MCU shit in the first place, because it was the first successful Marvel movie that was in that type of, in that time frame. And they didn't back it either. It was a good movie too. Yeah, those were great movies. Well, the third one was trash, but the first two was fantastic. But that director just killed it. But Disney, to me, they're going to make a decision, because they said they're going to keep Deadpool the way it is. I do like the X-Men cast. I didn't like the last one, the Apocalypse. That we're talking about an OG on the OG villain, and they kind of dumbed him down to be kind of. Yeah, I didn't like the way they did.
Yeah, he looked like a cosplayer or something.
Yeah, he looked like
Power Rangers. But I love those. I love those characters. I like Sansa Stark as the Phoenix. I like those characters. So I hope that they.
You know what's funny, Mega, is I actually watched those X-Men movies out of order, right? So I had watched Apocalypse, and I was like, that's kind of bad. But then I watched Days of Future Past, and I thought that wrapped up everything nicely.
Yes, it did.
Because they brought back. Yeah, they brought back all the characters, Cyclops and Jean Grey and all. They were all okay because of the time travel shit. And I'm like, hey, that wraps up nicely. That should have been the one kind of that they ended with, and then do the Logan thing or whatever. Like X-Men Apocalypse was kind of lame. Plus the whole, there's no aging pretty much for a lot of people from the 60s to the 90s. I was like,
the one thing I find promising from the Fox acquisition of the Disney acquisition of all the Fox stuff is that they said that they will keep Deadpool rated R, and that they're going to have rated R titles. And they said the only thing is just they're going to let their their fan base, their core, know what it is that they're getting into. And they said as long as they know that it's going to be extremely violent, then they're fine with that.
Yeah, I just can't wait. I can't wait for Silver Surfer to actually be properly represented. Man, I grew up a comic book.
You didn't like that Fantastic Four 2?
Rise of the Silver Galactus was like a steaming pile of, like, I don't even know, a cloud with worms coming out of it and shit like that, man. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. Either the Fantastic Four. Oh, those were horrible.
Yeah, well, the first one was pretty good. You can't go wrong with Jessica Alba, but
that's all nigga watched it for, man.
No. I mean, I thought the first one was pretty good. The second one,
actually, the first one wasn't bad at all. Really,
they just never can get Doom right, and I know that Doom will be right, and that's another big, huge villain for the Marvel team to kind of work with now, because Doom is a bad dude. So there's a lot of potential there. It really makes me excited for Black Panther in the future, because now they can implement Storm in that story. And then
Black Panther on the sneak tip is going to be one of the best Marvel movies to ever.
I definitely think so, man. I'm excited about it. I cannot wait.
This man a shield.
I wonder what they. I wonder what this means for gaming, though. How are they going to handle with the games going forward? Because now they got a lot of licenses. There's a lot of games they can make.
Well, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is going to be fire now. I mean, it has picked up now, because if anybody's played the DLC characters, especially Venom is just like he was in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Even more deadlier, because of the fact that the combos that people have done.
While we here, I might try that out real quick.
It's serious. So now that the X-Men are going to come in like a version 2 of the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So the sky's the limit now for all the characters that they can bring in. It's just that the monopoly situation is it's dangerous, and that's scared. And you know what? Damn it, Disney just missed of taking Fox News. If they did that, everything would have been all right with me. But anyway, man, all
right. Then they would have had like Mickey and Minnie Mouse talking about Donald Trump and shit like that.
I loved it.
Hey, wait, speaking of Fox News, we had a UFO confirmation from the government, Tom DeLonge. I was right on the loan. Never been against black.
I saw it on the news today.
Yes, sir. You see that?
Yeah, was that the one these guys saw it in the cockpit, and they said, "Oh, look, that one."
This is what they said. They said that they're not saying it's an alien vehicle. They just don't know what it is right now. But that came. They was tracking it in one of those fighter jets. The thing turned upside this way and it shut off in the air. It was a fleet of them. But that was released from the Pentagon. They're like, that's unheard of.
I thought you were saying we're getting some disclosure, man. My bad.
Yeah, they confirmed. They released the video.
They released the video.
I saw it. Did you see how that whatever it was rotated. That's
Yes.
You don't have any shit that rotates like that.
No,
And it had no fumes either.
Yo, I made that shit in my garage, man. My bad.
No, this is what really was the telltale, because you had the actual pilot talking, saying that, look at this, a Fleeto, that thing is huge. Look at it, the way it's turning. If you haven't seen the whole video, I consider it. But anyway, you know, Tom DeLonge was the lead singer from Blink-182, who said he was abducted by a UFO. Everybody used to tease him, but he last year he came up with this group called Academy from the Stars. There's a bunch of people from.
We shouldn't even got started because Z's about to start doing.
Look.
Leave Z alone. They violated him. He has to express.
Listen, he had a bunch of people from, you know, NASA and, you know, all these other companies, you know, that's a part of this group that's in there, want, you know, discrepancy with the government to release all the information. But so let's just step in the right you know, path or whatever the case may be. So again, shout out to everybody in the chat. We got a PUBG giveaway today. I got some Xbox Live codes. I'm definitely going to give away maybe 2 copies of PUBG today. So actually, let me shout this guy out right now before I forget. I got a dog shit memory.
I know you guys want that copy of PUBG, man.
The hottest game going.
Over 1 million in under 48 hours, man. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, those are Halo-like numbers.
You know it, yo, guys. You know it's successful when people like IGN, GameSpot, and everybody, they come out and try to hate it, man.
Microsoft's free copy of PUBG is expensive. Woo!
Yeah, but hold on, let me shot this guy before we get started. Anthony, his name is Anthony Casinto. If I did pronounce your last name wrong, I do apologize. His gamer tag is USCMO331. That's some alien calling Marines type shit there, but he gave us he sponsors today's show with PUBG. He just got the Xbox One X, so shout out to him. He's loving it. So he gave us a free copy of PUBG to give away on the show.
Everybody's loving it.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, as you guys were saying, have at it. I'm sorry.
Unless you're a fraud, then you're not loving it. You know, if you got some kind of ulterior motive and you were never planning on keeping it. But yeah, like, okay, the IGN stuff, you guys probably all saw that. I was kind of taken aback. Everybody was messaging me, did you see that IGN Daily Fix? What it was titled, you know, which was Microsoft's free copy of PUBG is expensive because you got to buy an Xbox One X. And I've never seen anything like that before in my life. Like, what if somebody was like, that Destiny 2 PS4 Pro bundle is expensive because that's only $50 less, mind you. But, you know, you will never see anything like that. You know, only Microsoft could pull off getting that kind of title from a big place like IGN. You know, absolutely ridiculous. You know, it just kind of goes to show you where we're at. You know, no matter what, Microsoft isn't allowed to have anything good, anything popular. I can remember what a complete debacle No Man's Sky was, right? That was a $60 game that should have been a preview game.
Full release title,
multiplayer, full release, right? And you had the media covering for it. Oh, it's not really as bad as people are saying. You know, get out of here. You know, like, this is the problem that we have. You have Digital Foundry waiting for the second that this game released in the preview program so they could run tests on it. I'm still waiting for any tests on any of the footage Sony showed at PSX. We've seen none. Right? You had Digital Foundry, right? They would go and get footage from a commercial from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and try to test the resolution and frame rate. We had them running the frame rate and resolution on the roll of film on Sunset Overdrive at E3. So far, you have had zero footage of anything from Sony's PSX. What about that Detroit Become Human? What resolution is that? What frame rate is that? Yeah. We don't know. You know, and that shows you right there. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal to me, but it's just pointing out that there is a media favoritism and bias where it's concerned, kind of ridiculous. And then you see that where you would never see anything like that named for Sony or any other company, just Microsoft. It's like, okay to shit all over Microsoft time and time again. And fans are sick of it. People are sick of it, and with good goddamn reason.
Well, I mean, again, I seen your video on crap. I also did a video on it also, but my thing, not my thing, but I don't understand because the game is it's not, I could say if the game was finished and have at it. Is the game perfect? No, by any means. Does it have some frame rate issue? Yes. It's a little buggy sometimes. Yes, it is, but it's in a preview program. I mean, and again, it's not me damaged because I'm not saying the game doesn't have its issues. And it's not the best looking game, but the game is fun. I wasn't, how you say, I wasn't sold in the game. It wasn't until I played it that I got to experience the, you know, the, like, I don't know, scared. You're trying to survive. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. You're scrounging for supplies. You know, look out for this team over here. Like, it's I don't know. It's very intense, very exciting. So I don't understand, like I said, the level of scrutiny that they're getting.
It's all salt, man. Like, you know, if you look at game preview, right, for anybody who has purchased game preview games, you look at the popular ones like Ark when it first dropped.
Yeah, Ark had issues.
That shit ran horribly. Elite Dangerous when it first dropped ran horribly. We Happy Few ran horribly. Like, if you look at it all together, PUBG actually runs better right now at this point than those games did within the first couple days that it was released on game preview as well. It's just salt. It's just the fact that this game is so successful on PC. It's over here on Xbox now. It's not going anywhere else in the near future anyway. So people got to find ways to hate on it. And you got to know, for people who are Xbox fans out there, you got to know the game is good. When you see IGN, when you see Review Rec over there on YouTube and Solid Prostate over there, like dog on the game, like, you know, it's a successful game. It's a fun game to play. When you see all that negativity, man, you should take that $30 out of your pocket, go to Xbox Live, and like buy it right now. Yeah.
Why is IGN even reviewing a copy of a game that's in the fucking review program? Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, I think they put up the number for PC, they gave it like a 9.0, and for Xbox they gave it 5.0. This is a fucking early release game that is in preview, and we already know that the Xbox version is 6 months behind the PC version. And they just went on Twitter the other day saying that I think Mike Ybarra said there's going to be weekly updates, and the dev, of course, got on there and said, you know, on Mixer, said that we're going to be updating the game. We know it's a little bit rough, and so was the PC when it started. Don't worry, we'll get it up to speed. And if you see on the PC, it's running a lot better than at launch. So let's judge it on that metric, because the Xbox One X, it's a PC, so it's going to get up to that level. It's going to get up, I think, within the next 6 weeks, that game is going to be running well. And I think once the game is final, its final copy, no more like major updates to it, then they should evaluate the game. Not now. That's bullshit.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think it's asinine for people to base a game that's already the people has already told everyone that this game is in a preview. It's got 3 different indicators to let you know that this is a preview game. This game is not complete. This game is still in the works. And that's the reason why the game is $30. And again, why are these PlayStation fans just going on a tangent when they claim that they have so many other games to play?
Jealousy.
I mean it's ridiculous to me. And again,
they make fun of us for not having games. We get games, and then they find another reason to make fun of you. That's just
a
the
game
role.
that sells fantastic, and then they go to the result. It's a multi-plat, regardless. I mean, Looney Cooney is coming to the PC, and I can't wait to get it because it's going to be played on the better version.
It's just they move the goalposts wherever
it's on the play. It's a PlayStation 4 exclusive.
Bottom line is that PUBG is the hottest game going, and they don't have it. But you know what I mean? Come on.
The one thing they don't say, though, is how fun the game is. Who cares? The game is so... You got Z over here saying he loves the game. It's fun. And we all know Z is a fucking graphics whore. So that should tell you something there. Even Digital Foundry...
Yeah, I was surprised when Z said that because you know, the graphics, I mean, they're like Grand Theft Auto type, you know what I'm saying, for having an open world and stuff like that.
PlayStation 2.
and Z's like, damn, I'm having a lot of fun with the game and shit like that. But Yo, how can these places like put numbers? Because I've seen them put numbers on this game, try to rate it in game preview, and how many like PlayStation games that they have where it was quote unquote review in progress? Well, we're gonna wait until the online opens up on this game or something like that, and they held off on giving a number and gave it a review in progress. But this game being unfinished in game preview, and they're trying to throw numbers at it, man. That doesn't make any sense, dude.
Well, this is one thing that I was going to say is that D touched on it a little bit, was that the fun factor. We're actually getting a PC game that's translated to the console very well, and a lot of PC gamers aren't really big on graphics, even though the ones that talk about, this game is high fidelity, all that crap. When it comes to a game that's fun, it goes back to the roots of why we all play games. You know, the fun factor is the number one thing when it comes to gaming. If you can have the prettiest graphics, but if that game runs like shit, I guess, which they claim that PUBG does, PUBG's gotten better and better since I played it. And if a game just isn't good, then people won't play it. So there's a reason why people are still buying this game, and there's a reason why people are still playing this game. Is because obviously it plays a lot better than what's been advertised.
Personally, for me, I can't wait till these updates come. I'm actually excited for them because the game plays well. And like once they put the new coat of paint on it and we get the new desert map, this game's gonna be fire. And like Digital Foundry, when they were doing their video and they said, yeah, it ran like shit, blah blah blah, they were still laughing like little kids, talking about how much fun they had playing the game regardless. They were like, oh my God, but we had so much fun. We put like 2-3 hours, da-da-da-da. This game, forget about the graphics or the performance of the game. It's running pretty much at 30 right now, so that's good. Yes, it's a little rough in the beginning, but play the game. It's only $30. I guarantee you will have fun playing this game. It's just a different experience. I can't even put into words. Like, yes, it's a little campy, but at times once the circle starts getting smaller, like, oh shit, we got to get off this house gate, get your gear, we got to get to the middle. Okay, we got to find a car. Oh shit, there's some guys over there, get them. No, let's not get those guys because if we miss the shot, they might get us. Like it's just an awesome game.
Dude, I love running people over, man. I cannot tell you the smile on my face when I hit multiple people when I'm in a truck, just running people over. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I mean, it was intense. Me and Lady Infamous, we were going in for some reason, and that was wild because we was just me and her, and like Z said, it has that Walking Dead type of feel. It's all about survival. So it was us two, and then I seen a guy running in the house, so I jumped him and I beat him to death with my hands. That was like, damn, he just was getting wore out. So I got the guns, came out, and then there was another guy that came through and was attacking Infamous, and so I had the gun, and his ass jumped out the window. It was the wildest shit I ever seen. So then he comes around, and he finally gets a gun, and I'm shooting through the door, like, and I'm like, come here, motherfucker. I'm like, we gotta kill him, and Infamous like, no, we gotta go. And I'm like, no, we gotta hunt him down. And sure enough, he was linked up with some other people.
Oh shit!
We go up, thinking we hiding safe in a tree because Infamous hit me with a car, and I'm telling her to hold on, so I'm hurt, and so I'm trying to heal myself, and I get domed, and then they double team her, and then she's dead. But that right there was just exciting as hell. Like, man, I see what it's talking about. And another thing, Z, I'm gonna say this right now, man. Sea of Thieves is the truth.
Hey, I want to point out one more thing about PUBG on PC, right? Because there's a lot of contingents of PC gamers who are talking about PUBG. From what I understand, a lot of them turn down the game on their PC to ultra low settings so they can have an advantage anyway because the grass doesn't pop in. You know what I mean? Like, it's up to you how you control the foliage and stuff like that. So much
PUBG
to
or Sea of Thieves?
PUBG.
Okay,
right. And same thing with like the Xbox One S versus the X. So there's a little bit of a disadvantage if you're on an X and you're playing against people that are on an S because they can see you in tall grass before the grass pops in, right? Because it's slower to pop in. That's sort of how it works on PC. People crank down their settings. You think you're in grass, but they don't have that enabled high enough. So you're not actually in grass. You're just sitting there. You know what I mean? They see you. So like people that were complaining about it or whatever, that it's just all nonsense. You know what I mean? It's all nonsense. Like that game will get better and better and better. It's right now it's a game preview program. People need to lighten up. There's a lot more things to worry about it. If you don't like it, then don't buy it. It's totally optional.
Right.
Oh, my bad. No, I'm just saying, it's kind of hard, man. We're throwing that common sense out there, man. But I got to say, the last few days, like, I'm tired of saying game preview over and over and over again. Yo, what do you have to do? What do you have to say to these people to really let them know it's an unfinished game? If you wanted something, if they wanted something that was smooth, just fucking wait for it. You know what I'm saying?
It has nothing to do with that, right? Have you ever seen that meme where the guy's talking to the brick wall? Most like Sony, that's basically all it is. No matter what it is, as long as it's something Xbox has that PlayStation doesn't, or something good for Xbox that PlayStation doesn't have, you might as well be talking to a brick wall. It really gets redundant and kind of old because they're always going to find some reason to bitch and complain, right? Like we've had a healthy amount of varied exclusives this holiday, and PlayStation hasn't really had much of anything, and yet they still act like we have none. And we have a release date for Sea of Thieves, March 20th. When's the next big first-party exclusive release date on Sony's side?
Buying that Thursday. I'm buying Sea of Thieves 30. Z, I'm not lying to you. When I first got, I'm sorry, I know we talking about PUBG, but I just got to throw this in here, man. I went and I played the.
What's fun about it? Look, what the hell is fun about this game?
Okay. I went in there, and the first thing you notice is the cartoony graphics, and I'm like, man, Z is right. I don't know if I'm feeling this right, because I was by myself. I went on a boat and I crashed, and I was like, and then and that was like the day before. Then I hooked up with, it was me, Livewire, Operations, and who was Flip Money. And so we went up there.
That's a pirate squad.
We were the Black Pirates. We had dreads. We had gold teeth. We was ready to go, conquering the seas. But anyway, and the fun that, that, and you know what? Everybody talked about the water. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna say nothing about no water because that sounds corny as hell, bruh. That water, sailing the boat. I was navigating the boat, man. That is so fun. The graphics with the sunset, the moon, the everything. And then this is one thing that'll be really cool because it has a PUBG type of feel to it when it comes down to when you're trying to take let's say when you got your treasure and everybody's trying to go to one spot. All right. Well, we looking and we seen this little boat following us. And I'm like, no, man, let's get our cannons ready, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna stay here on the boat. Well, then they go out there, this dude ambushes. And so I had to get off the boat, get attacked by sharks. And then I come up here and I still can say, I saved Livewire got killed, but I killed that dude, took his shit, and then we sink this boat and then we got the hell on. Man, man, the game is just
like I said before. Listen, no offense. I said maybe it has to be something that I have to play. Like I wasn't sold on PUBG. I'll be honest, I wasn't sold on PUBG. Like I wasn't. When I played it, like, oh, all right, this is not. And maybe Sea of Thieves is something I have to play. You know what I mean? I got to play it. Like right now, I'm PUBG'd out. I think PUBG maybe my new religion is taking over gears. I love the game. Between that, between that and Ghost Recon, that Predator thing, and that PvP,
Predator is dope too. Yeah,
and the PvP, oh man, I'm done. That PvP,
it's hard to really describe Sea of Thieves because if you're in the alpha, you can't really talk about it much outside of the stuff that people already know. But
I say anything that they already showed in their
you can talk, or they released all this new information about how the progression system works, which is phenomenal. You got to become a pirate legend. There's different factions that you can work for. There's bosses. There's all kinds of different stuff that you can do. You can go in alone if you want with a smaller boat. You can't do that in the alpha, of course. There's the Kraken. There's other beasts and things like that. There's the constant fear of people that just want to take your treasure. You could be that. Like you could just be assholes. Like be the asshole pirates that stalk other people and wait for them to get their treasure, kill them, take their treasure, and then go cash it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. You could just ambush. Like we was going to a port and we seen two boats. We seen a big ass boat, and then we seen a couple of little boats, and I was like, and we was like, check the coordinates, man. Let's make a detour. We turned the boat around, went somewhere else, man, because it's just a fun game, and it's all about teamwork because everybody, when you're selling that boat, has to work together. And it's a fun ass game, man. I'm hooked.
Mega, the funny thing is, man, you're getting hyped over this. You only played 20% of the game, man.
I know, yeah. I mean, I'm a believer now. I mean, I knew that the game was going to be a streaming sensation, but I didn't know if that game was going to be my cup of tea. But now it's going to make me stream. PUBG is going to make me stream.
That game is hilarious with friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's great.
Do you think the game will cross over?
It's going to be huge.
You think it's huge?
Well, we already know.
You know what they did that was great, Z, was this. All right, here's the thing. Because it's similar in some ways to the shared world of Destiny and Division and stuff like that. But the problem with those games are, like Mooch, he's always like, yo, you want to hop on some Division or Destiny? And I'm like, you know what? I don't have any light levels that you guys have. I can't do any of that shit. I'm not leveled up enough. That's not a problem in this. You can get better shit by playing longer, sure. But if somebody's been playing for years or you know what I mean, for months and months, and you just join on, you can still play with your friends, that's not there's not a deterrent there. You can't do that in some of the other similar type of games. I think that's going to be something that keeps it really fresh. Plus, you unlock more quests and different quests as you go along. So that's going to be something that people are going to be excited about. And just the idea to be a pirate, you can explore, treasure. To me, that's just something I've always enjoyed doing. And the alpha, I put so much time into it already. And that's just basically you're stress testing their servers and, making sure that the worlds all work, even though everything that's in the game isn't in the world yet, because that'd be stupid to let you access everything. You know what I mean? So there's a lot left to be added to the game, and it's just all very exciting, man. It's my most anticipated title next year. I stick by that, and since I've seen that new trailer, even more so, man. There's so much stuff to do.
One thing I wish Microsoft wasn't so tight-lipped about the game. Even the people that are in the debate, this game been debated for about a year now, damn near. Let people stream it. For those people such as myself that's on the fence, they don't know much about the game. You know what I mean?
Why? Because the game's not in the game yet. You know why? Like that's why. Because some people are like, "Hey, it's boring. What do you do?" Now.
Just look what's going on with PUBG in its previous program, and look how it gets scrutinized by certain people. You see what I'm saying? Just think if they was showing gameplay of a game that's not complete, and and they would try to kill the momentum just by saying because it's an Xbox exclusive. That's exactly what would happen. So I think it's a smart move. And don't even forget that there's still State of Decay 2, which that's one of my most anticipated.
We need to see something. I don't know much about that.
And then there's Crackdown 3, and so
all three of those are supposed to launch before E3, by the way. So.
Well, that would be crazy. And if those games, and if Sea of Thieves isn't your cup of tea, or if PUBG is not your cup of tea, or you want to wait until it gets out to be properly right at full retail, that's fine, get it then. But you still have Crackdown, and you still have State of Decay 2 to work with as well, and those games are going to be friend oriented as well, so you just go and play and socialize. It's just actually using what the Xbox is made to be used for.
Just a touch on what you said there about State of Decay. State of Decay is going to be huge. It's going to be such a big game. The original game, it's kind of has that PUBG feel. And honestly, tell you, all they need to do is add a battle royale mode to that game. It's going to be fire.
Yeah,
they're getting their own comic series as well. Apparently, I just retweeted that their own comic book series, Sea of Thieves, early next year. That's kind of cool. Interesting stuff. I know that's random, but
I know. Oh Snaps wants that limited edition controller. I think,
I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it.
That thing is the best looking limited edition controller out of all the consoles this generation, hands down.
Yeah.
It is awesome, man. It's $74 though, but yeah.
How many controllers do we need? Like, I have like 5 controllers.
Yeah, I got 4. I
can't. I like it, but I said nah.
I've got like 5 or 6.
It's gonna sit there. I'm not gonna use it. I use my Elite, man.
Yeah, me too.
I use my Elite too, but
my wife stepped on my Elite. It don't work anymore.
Oh man,
that was a bad day. Because either you said something and you got no dinner.
I don't know what
I would have been calling.
She keeps denying it though. She keeps saying she didn't do it. I mean, I was there. I was there like a split second after you did it. It's done. It's broken.
I was like, call 911 because
I still think that controller's hot, man. Even if it's just I think it's one of those ones that's going to be a collector's item, since it is actually limited edition. So that's why I picked it up. Plus, it looks so amazing.
I love the Halo one. I have the blue one with the stand. Oh, I love that one.
I have the lock Halo one.
Yes, hashtag save lock. That's exactly what I play my PC games on that one.
You can flip it to K-Mega. Give you good bucks for that one.
You gotta save lock.
Every time Mega picks up that controller, a tear drops from his eye.
Thank the heavens and thank 343.
We need spin-offs, man. That's what we need. We need spin-offs here.
We need some
spin-offs, baby. We need a lock spin-off. Come on, let's do it, Xbox.
Halo 6 2018, everybody. 2018.
Oh, dude, I hope so, man. I hope so.
I think so. And I think they're gonna make up for the mess of the last game. And honestly, tell you, I think it's gonna take full advantage of the Xbox One X. I can't wait.
Well, yeah, it needs to take full advantage of it, man. They coming out when it does. Like, if that game comes out next year and everything else that's supposed to come out does come out next year as well, that is a fantastic lineup. There's no way anybody can damage control that. You're talking about Forza Horizon. Like, if that Japan leak is real, wow.
Crap. People talking about we're talking about 2 games to quote unquote save the Xbox, and it's like, yo, dude,
Xbox doesn't need saving.
No saving needed. And if you look at what's coming in 2018, State of Decay 2, Crackdown, Forza Horizon 4, Sea of Thieves, and you maybe Halo 6. If that all drops as like the exclusives next year, that's going to be insane.
And that's not counting some of the smaller stuff, the Ashes and some of the other stuff, you know?
A lot of people are looking forward to Ashen. I'm going to tell you the people who buy Ashen. Anyone that likes Zelda, they're going to.
Yeah, Below could still release next year. That's the funny thing, right? Everybody acts like Microsoft's doing so bad or the Xbox is doing so bad. They literally, November was their biggest month ever for Xbox One. They're saying something along the lines of, the rumor is over 700,000 X's in the U.S. alone in November, right? Compared to the PS4 Pro, that's like double what the Pro sold at launch. So like all that whole Xbox is dead stuff, get that out of here. You know, that's like saying because Coke outsells Pepsi, Pepsi's dead. Bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, McDonald's outsells Burger King, Burger King's dead. Bullshit.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? There is room enough for more than one. Xbox might not catch generation, but it's doing fine. It's doing good.
And this is only the beginning of the push. Like I said, I think in 2018, I think at E3, I really believe they're gonna blow us away. And let's not forget, there's some things that they haven't implemented yet. Like you see, the PlayStation VR is starting to do well now. It has over 2 million units sold.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are forgetting that the Scorpio supports the Oculus. They just haven't enabled it yet because I think they're waiting for the wireless.
Not just the Oculus, man.
Dude, as soon as I get word that they're supporting something on that, I'm buying it, man.
You know what?
And the Oculus is a much better version than the PSVR. Let's be honest about that. It does the graphic the graphic capabilities are far greater. And I think once the wireless unit comes out, I think that's when they're going to jump in, and it comes out next year.
Here's my only issue. Not that I have an issue with VR. I think it's something you more or less have to try. I just don't know any. How you say that?
Pick it up. It's $200 right now.
I know, but I don't know any must-have titles for it. I buy it. I promise you, it'd be one of these headsets in the wall behind me.
Hold on. Like, this is the thing, right? Like, I wasn't feeling well, so I couldn't really jump in on this yesterday. But yesterday, Mooch, Danny Boy, Noof Nukem, we're all playing Star Trek Bridge Commander. That is a hilarious, fun game to play together. You're like actually on a Star Trek bridge crew or whatever, and each one of you has your own kind of job or whatever. Yeah, VR, dude. Totally in VR. You're on the fucking Star Trek ship. That is hilarious to play. Let's see, Farpoint. That is a great game to play VR. That's like a full story-based game. Doom VR, Skyrim VR. There's a lot of games out for it now that are really good. You know, I gotta say, man, I was surprised people are always like shocked that I'm such a fan of it, right? But I am just super enthralled by VR, just the whole world that you're in these worlds.
Literally, they dropped to 150. I'll cop it, and there's nothing wrong with saying that a PlayStation product.
$199. I would not pass up a $199 deal for that, man. I'm just saying, it's the extra bucks.
I agree with Crap. It's such an experience, and like Crap knows what I'm talking about, and I know what Crap's talking about because we have it, we're experiencing it. And it's frustrating because you really need to try it. And not just that, the games alone, they have a lot of experiences. Like they have Stranger Things in VR. Like you can see Stranger Things in VR. They have all these other experiences, and let's not forget, Sony makes a lot of movies. They have Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man, parts of it in VR. Like, are you kidding me?
That's cool.
And VR, to be honest with you, even though the PSVR is the least capable of all of the VR systems, it still does an awesome job, to be honest with you.
And it's the most accessible because everybody has a PS4. You know what I mean? Like it's so.
There's only two games that I would want to play on VR so far that I've seen. One would be GT Sport, and then the other one would be Farpoint. I think that's.
Well, you know what, dude? Like, you could play Resident Evil 7. Yeah, that's the full Resident Evil 7.
Yeah. Too scary though.
Scared the shit out of you. Riggs, I'm telling you what, if you like sports game, if you like shooters, Riggs is really good. Now I got motion sick on this because it is super fast moving, and those get me a little bit motion sick. But that is still like a super good game. Like I said, Riggs is good. Also, like Drive Club VR, it's good, but again, it's too fast for me. You know, but I played like Psychonauts. That's really good on there. There's a lot of platformers on there. There's other stuff on there. So much stuff to play. Really, it's just a lot of fun. You know, time with
And the platformers, man, they look awesome in 3D, man. Like,
yeah, they do.
Standing, it's like I can't even describe it. It's sick, man. It's sick.
Yep. See, they even did like the free Spider-Man VR thing. It's only about 30 minutes, but still, you're Spider-Man swinging around and shit.
See, here's the thing, man. I'm predicting that 2018 E3, Xbox is going to talk about their VR, AR. You know, they call it MR, mixed reality. They're going to talk about it being ready to go on the X by like holiday 2018. If that doesn't happen, then I'll look into a PSVR. The only other thing that could possibly happen is Snaps might go out one day and just pick one up. I'm gonna make sure she doesn't talk to crap, because if she hears $200, she might go out and
$199, like, and that's for a limited time. That shit's gonna be back up to like $499 at the end of the year. So
Sony was smart; they leave it at $200.
They leave it at that price, yeah. Because
that is the price that's really attractive.
I considered it, but then I knew that I'm getting that Switch. I'm getting that Switch here this week, so I'm not.
Damn, you still didn't get her that Switch, man?
I'm getting it this week. I'm getting it this week.
Dude, I'm surprised she didn't.
You know what's funny was I actually saw some of those in stores, man, for the first time this year almost.
What, Switch?
I saw some in stores.
Yeah, they're all in stores now.
Yeah, so. they're flooding the market with them, man. That thing's doing pretty damn good.
Nintendo is the king of handhelds, man.
Fanboyism aside, just stepping back and just seeing all these consoles doing fucking amazing is really good for the industry. You know, just honestly, it is. Like, they're all different, you know, and all of them doing well. Like, that's really healthy, because everybody said that consoles were on the way out this gen, right? They're on the way out. There's this, there's that. And you see that consoles are just doing better than ever. Yeah, the Switch is a hybrid, but still, you know, that's kind of Nintendo's own thing, and it's good for what it is. I enjoy the hell out of it. I think it's a phenomenon. Well, Nintendo really kind of hit it out of the park with that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go buy an iPad, man. Plug it into my TV and play a game. I'll be like, "Yo, it's a hybrid, man."
But it doesn't have those Nintendo games.
It'll have better graphics for sure. But I mean,
we folded and we got one for the kids. So I'm gonna probably.
Yeah, you know what? I never thought I'd see another Nintendo system that grannies and shit bought, but here it is.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody knows, oh, that Nintendo Switch, Sonny. You know what I mean? Like, it's true, man. It's true. You know, I have still yet to see a fucking Xbox One X in a store, though. I have not seen one of them fuckers in store.
I haven't been in the store. I didn't turn into a full-fledged middle-aged white man. I do all my shopping online now. I don't even go in stores anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, I do everything.
Get some fresh air, man.
I don't leave the house unless I'm cheating on my wife, man. I stay in the house and play. I mean, I play my game. You know, I have so many goddamn games to play. I still got this big back catalog of games on the X.
Exactly.
Like I said, I just put in Ghost Recon again. Looks amazing. I love that Predator. I love the PvP. I didn't even know they added that to the game. So I like third-person shooters. It's my favorite. You know what I mean?
You get on that Division, that update.
Yeah, once it comes out, I haven't.
It's fantastic.
It's not
the 4K, but the patch to where you got there's a horde mode that we were playing, me and Bam Bam and 100, and we was
saying so much stuff, man. Jesus,
it was dope, man, and I want to jump on that. Yeah, it's like, it's crazy, the games that you think that you're done with and you might want to uninstall, but you're gonna have to reinstall them and get back on them because they add more content. It's just like what Crap said. It's a great time to be a gamer because everything is coming.
Old games, K-Mega, old games. You guys are just talking about old games.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you get them X enhancements, boy, old games get renewed. And
dude, like The Witcher 3 is about to get that enhancement any day now. Like, that is exciting.
And don't forget, guys, for everybody who has an Xbox One, please play Marlo Briggs. It is dope. It's dope. I was playing on the PC.
Briggs.
I don't know who the hell that is.
Man, I'm telling you,
that's that free game, right?
It's the free game, man. I was playing it on the PC and I was showing gameplay of it, and 100 was like, "What the hell is that, man?" I said, "It looked like God of War." I said, "This game's called Marlo Briggs. It's like a black dude." Like, it's like a black dude in Africa, you know what I'm saying? With some God of War shit, you guys, you know what I'm saying? Black Panther shit going on. It's dope. I'm telling you, play it, you will enjoy the hell out of it. It's so fun.
I never even heard of it, man, but I'm gonna try it out, K-Mega, just because you said to.
If you think I'm lying, go ahead and fire me up. But so far with everybody who's been playing it, they've been like, "Man, this is a hidden gem." It's made by 505 Games, man, and it's an Xbox property. It's an Xbox IP. They need to do something with that, man. I'm telling you, that game is fire.
You know what's crazy though? All jokes aside, right? You know, we always say that the Xbox got no games, but I like in the X, and I'm gonna say this again, right? I said this before, but you know, too, maybe like I feel like a new generation a little bit because I got the S, of course, got the Pro. I didn't get that same feel, the same excitement. Even going back playing the older games, they look for those of you that have not experienced it, or just seeing videos here on YouTube, or whatever. It doesn't give it, doesn't tell the full story. Even the games like, you know, what do you call it? Injustice looks amazing on Digital Foundry, but seeing it in person on a 4K TV with the HDR, all the bells and whistles. I'm hearing even if you don't have a 4K, even if you have it totally the X makes games look like a next generation console. That's the only way I can explain it.
Here's the thing too, Z, right? Like I can sit there and record something off the PS4 Pro and upload it 1080p on my channel, and you won't be able to tell the difference between that and the regular version. Now I can upload stuff that's running on the X and upload that, and you can tell the difference, right? Like that's the biggest difference to me. Is like at 1080p, you can still tell the difference. Like when I upload stuff from Battlefront 2 or Shadow of War or Assassin's Creed, you can tell the difference. Like people ask me all the time, like, what the hell settings are you using? I'm using just a regular HD 60 cap card, you know what I mean? Elgato, yeah, right? And that's just what the game looks like. It's super sampling. It looks amazing. You know, that's the difference. It's huge. It's a huge difference.
So you haven't used the 4K recording on the
No, I haven't used it yet. Actually, I disabled it so I could play PUBG, and I forgot to turn it back on. Because if you disable your DVR, you actually get better frame rates on PUBG for some reason. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why, but yeah, that's.
Have you gotten a chicken dinner yet?
No, I haven't really been able to play much, but you know, I do enjoy it. I think it's
I came in second. We came in second twice. I have yet to get.
You know what I like doing? I like doing the stealth approach, like hiding and kind of just working my way up, and then next thing you know, like I've always made top like 25.
We came in second.
Crap lays under a bed and prays. He's like,
I do, man. That's that's the same thing I do when I play Friday the 13th or when I used to. Just like hide under the beds and shit, like for the whole game. You know what I mean?
Crap will have like the best gun on him, and he won't even fire the shot.
But just the option of the game is to survive. You know what I mean? And you only fight when you have to. You know what I mean? Like we got the advantage of my team. We catch one guy by himself in the house, run there, rob him, rape him, take advantage of him sexually.
A couple of times I had this glitch where I couldn't load the fucking guns, man. Like I had.
It happened to me yesterday in the bathroom. I got killed. I got killed with my hands.
You can't reload the gun. I'm like, I got bullets. I got the guns. I got 3 guns with 3 different kinds of bullets.
I couldn't put the gun up and pull out my hands to fight. You know what I mean? I ran an ambush with the shotgun.
That's part of the fun, though, man. That's part of the fun of PUBG, man.
You know. One more time. We're gonna do one more time. We're gonna get this chicken dinner one more time. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's great. Let me ask you guys a question, and I said this, and maybe I think, not I think I know. With the huge success of PUBG, right? Whether you love it here, it's in the media, right? I don't know what Microsoft could do or should do, but you know, I rarely tweet anybody, right? I tweeted them the first time. The second time I played it, I said, "Whoa, you guys have something special here. Whatever you got to do, whatever hand job you got to do behind, whatever you got to do to lock this game down, that can be this generation's Minecraft for Microsoft all over." Yeah. Like this game is just that huge, and the way they can just keep adding on to it.
They can, right? Yeah.
Once the game comes out of preview, so it's going to be free, and I guess you got to pay.
No, it's gonna. That game could even be $60 when it fully releases.
Right.
So I mean,
microtransactions probably.
Yeah.
You know, so
not only that, but they're going to add more and more maps and game modes and different things like that.
Yeah, I heard about a zombie mode that could be coming down the line.
So it's something they can constantly add to. Like that's the thing, right? Like that's why people go, "Hey, crap, should I buy it now?" I'm like, look, people are going to get really fucking good at this game.
Yeah.
If you don't buy it now, you're going to get into the game. You're going to get slapped around like a little bitch, and then you're going to quit. Get the game, play with some friends, get used to it, figure out some strategies and stuff, because it can be frustrating at first, and then you know what I mean. And eventually, the game's going to continue to get better and better because they're constantly updating it.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Shout out to Z Black Rider, dropped $10 in super chat. I just saying thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
He just finished playing Marl Briggs. He was like, shout out.
Shout out.
Like Marl Briggs.
That's $10 for that Marlo Briggs. Right?
Yeah,
He's a bad mother.
Shut your mouth.
Yo, Z,
They're talking about Marlo Briggs. Come on.
For a free game, that's a really cool game, man. It's not.
Man,
it's not
get off the
game
Marlo,
on.
man. Hold on.
I'm telling you, it's a free game, man. You play it, you will enjoy it. I'm telling you, it's you know what I'm saying. It's not the best game ever, but it's really fun. You know,
Z started talking about a topic that I'm actually interested in now. Like, I know I've been out there telling people that I think that PUBG is going to go multi-plat, you know, when it officially releases. And he's talking about what Xbox should do in terms of getting the developers to possibly, I don't know, keep it on just on Xbox. I'm looking at it a different way. I'm looking at it'll actually be good for Bluehole to actually keep it as an Xbox exclusive. And the reason why I say this with the success of PUBG on PC, and you see how much it's selling on Xbox, all the bigger devs out there, when you look at Ubisoft, Epic Games already did it already with Fortnite, but these big developers, they're going to start just throwing this battle royale mode in their games and stuff like that. So when it comes to the multiplats, it's going to be flooded with these like bigger developers and stuff, just kind of trying to tack on that mode in their games. So if you do keep it on Xbox, you know, the community is a dedicated community, especially, you know, with those multiplayer exclusives. You see what they're doing. They're buying this game like crazy right now. Keep it on Xbox. Let the identity be an Xbox exclusive and let it live. And I think it will live longer if it stays on Xbox. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Just think about Rainbow Six. I'm just looking at Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six didn't sell very well in the beginning of its launch, and because it was also coming out in December, and you know, a lot of people weren't so much into that game. But now it's having a season 3, and I think how many is over 22 million that plays that game. So that's where PUBG can actually thrive. And Microsoft, if you know what I'm saying, with Microsoft's backing, I mean, that's the thing. It can be a multi-plat, but I mean, is Sony really going to allow Xbox to? Well, hold on, let me finish. Do you think Sony really would allow Xbox, you know what I'm saying, PUBG to be played off of Xbox's servers? I don't think that would work. I don't think that would work.
Like, if it goes to PlayStation, they would have to pay for their own or whatever. But not only that, here's the other thing you have to consider. Sony doesn't have a preview program. So the entire time this game, which the game's still in preview even on PC.
2 years, man. 2 years.
So, like, as long as the game's in preview program or having issues, they won't release it on PS4 no matter what. Because Sony has no way to do that.
It's an exclusive named No Man's Sky. They won't release that.
Or Life of Black Tiger or whatever the hell that is.
This is what I mean by that. And if I'm not mistaken, Bluehole is owned by some Korean company with a bunch of moolah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine, right? If I'm not mistaken, a Korean company owns Epic Games right now to Epic. But what I mean by this is that Microsoft, as huge as EA is, right? They were able to do the deal with Titanfall, lock the game down, right? This. And I said before, like Microsoft haven't had that breakout genre. Normally, what they're known for. First Xbox we had Halo. Second Xbox we had Gears. This PUBG can be the how you say the fucking creme de la creme for the Xbox One generation. Even if we're still dealing with generations, like this game again is huge. 20 million on PC, right?
25 or something. 24 million.
Whatever it's going to be. Whatever is going to be on console, whatever's going to be on the Xbox. We did 1 million. Not saying we, like I'm talking French here. The Xbox did 1 million in about a day and a half. 2 days top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to probably be about maybe 3 million by the end of the month, most likely, or about January. Like the game is huge. It's that addictive, and you know what I mean. And whatever you got to do to, because this is a console seller. Remember I said before, maybe Microsoft should bundle every Xbox One X with PUBG. Did you do that? Put a little stick on the box.
Theory right there.
You know what I mean? I said that, you know, about a month, 2 months ago. They need to bundle every Xbox One X.
They did
for PUBG. You know what I mean?
And they did, but it's an expensive free copy. Z, that's the problem.
Oh my goodness!
Change the boxing up a little bit. Give it the ones you have. Put a little PUBG sticker in the front of it. PUBG. You know what I mean? This game. And listen, for those of you that don't, like somebody joined my live stream yesterday and said, you know what, Z? Oh, you guys are here playing that slideshow. And I don't know, this is not no damage control. This is something that you have to play for yourself to see what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that fun and just that addictive. You know what I mean?
Z, hold on. You remember these ponies, man, when they came out with the Xbox Play Anywhere, they were talking about, man, we get to play these exclusives now on our PC. They're not exclusives or anything like that.
And we play it better than the Xbox One X because we got $8,000 rigs, but we still play all our multi-platform.
How come they're not playing this game on their PC, man? That's all I gotta say right there, man.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you know that's the problem, right? If they all had these beast PCs, they'd be playing PUBG on PC. We know that they don't, and you know what I mean. And there's a big difference between playing these games on if you're a console gamer with the controller versus mouse and keyboard. You know what I mean? Like there's and console people like you know, controllers. That's just how it is. You know, that's the big difference. So you know, like I always you know, it's easy to spot a bullshitter. So most of those dudes that are like, I got a beast ass PC, and then you ask them, well, what do you play multi-platform on? My PS4. You don't hear back from them anymore after that, right? Because they play the Xbox exclusives better than the X on their PCs, but they don't play the multi-plats better on their PCs. Get out of here, kid. You know, get the hell out of here, stupid.
Yeah,
you're stupid.
Yo, shout out to Predator in the chat, man. He is a hardcore PUBG person. He was playing on PC, and he even said in the chat, since it came out on the Xbox One X, he's only played 2 matches on PC, and the rest have been on Xbox One. Like that's where
he's not the only person. I mean, there was there's 108 Dragons that says the same thing. There's another guy, I can't think of his name off the head. He that we played with, and he was saying the same thing. Like, look, man, I like it on PC. It runs better. He says, but the potential is great on the X. So so look, man, if people there's a lot of gamers out there that prefers to play their games with a controller instead of a mouse and keyboard. On the people that are strictly PC, they're not gonna play on a console. They're just gonna stay on PC. But there are a lot of gamers out there that want to play on
you know what, man, I wouldn't even say that because there are a lot of PC guys now that bought like Turpin from Bang Bang bought the X just for PUBG. You know what I mean? Because they tired of the cheaters on PC with PUBG. You know what I mean? I ran into a lot of people again that just like look that played PUBG on PC, got an X just to play PUBG. Like this game was just that huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, I think one thing, like I said, I'm not saying you don't have a community on PC, but you know, especially with the Xbox, we talk, we bug out, we have the parties. You know what I mean? I never really experienced that on PC, but you know, I think I don't know, whatever you got to do, cut the check. You know what I mean? Don't feel come out to my it's unhealthy for gamers. They put other stuff. Fuck you, mean. Lock this down. You know what I mean?
Lock it down. Yeah. No, I agree.
Lock if you can. You know what I mean? I don't know whatever you got to do. I don't know what Microsoft to lock down Titanfall, but
if they come down and they say, you know, and Bluehole just doesn't want to do it, then as long as we know that Xbox tried to hold it down, then that I think that would be acceptable. But if there was, like you said, that there was just like, no, we kind of want everybody to have the opportunity to experience this game, then that's a fail on Microsoft, in my opinion, because that's not even, you know, I'm pretty sure that there's people recording what we're saying right now. So, I mean, you can go ahead and use that. You can roll the tape. You roll the tape, Jack. But I'm just saying but that would be a fail. But as long as Microsoft does try to do that, to hold it down, and Bluehole says, yeah, well, let's go ahead and do it, then I think that it's and I think that would benefit that PUBG as well, because even when there's going to be a whole bunch of games that's going to try to use this strategy that what PUBG has, you know, and you can already tell. I mean, just look at what Fortnite, or as I call it, Fartnite does, and you know, you hear the rumors about what is it? Red Dead Redemption might use it. There might be some other games that's going to use that type of strategy of what PUBG does. You know, then it would be smart for them to use. To use Microsoft's financial backing to try to come with new ideas to keep the game going and keep it fresh to their players.
Well, here's the question. Is Bluehole a new company?
No,
aren't they relatively new? I think PUBG might be their first game.
No, I think they've had other. They do primarily, I think, PC type of games, but also you got Bluehole. Also, the same people that's made PUBG, they're doing another game, a big, huge MMO. That game looks really good, really dope. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It's I can't think of the name of it. I was talking about it on GRG a couple of weeks ago, but they're working on another game, and they're taking a part of that team and moving them somewhere into the States, to where they're only going to primarily work on PUBG. So again, they were working with the coalition. You know, that also helps out with making the game exclusive to the Xbox, because if PlayStation or anybody else not trying to give them the, you know, the financial backing or the help to try to make these games play well on the PC, on their console, then, you know, why not just keep it on the Xbox?
I think the financial backing and the ninjas that they sent in there to help them with the game, I think that's going to buy them about a year, because realistically, the Xbox brand is pretty much going to get all its sales for that game in the first year. And, you know, if I'm a developer, I want my games on all platforms so I can make more money. Those are potential customers. And we all know we know that the PlayStation is a phenom. It's just selling like crazy. So there's like 70 million plus users over there. So
but how many of them buy a lot of games, though?
D, you know, in any usual aspect, when you see the 70 million, you would say, yeah, it makes sense to bring your game over there, right? But like, K-Mega and I said before, with these bigger devs adding that battle royale mode to the end of their games and stuff like that, and you know these bigger devs are mostly going multi-plat, and if you look at the numbers, man, except for like the Call of Duties, the real casual games on the PS4, they're exclusives and stuff like that. They don't really sell. If you have over 70 million like consoles out there, and a game like pushed like maybe 3 million in sales, that's not good. Like, so if I was Bluehole, I would look at those numbers as well, be like, man, you know, these bigger developers, they might try to drown us out or whatnot from that multi-plat space. Why not stay in one area with a dedicated gaming community and keep supporting the game within that community? You got the desert map, you got the zombie mode. You keep coming in with different modes, different maps, and keep supporting that one community, and your game's going to last longer. It's going to have a bigger active player base for a longer time. Like that's what makes sense to me right now, man.
You know, in all honesty, in a perfect world, sure, but you know, it all comes down to the almighty dollar, and I just don't see them of being able to potentially sell to those consumers. They're just not gonna
think about Titanfall 2, though, D. Just think about Lawbreakers.
It doesn't matter from a business standpoint. It doesn't make sense. So the only way around this is for Microsoft to pay for it to stay exclusive, and with it also being on the PC and 30 million copies they sold on the PC,
25 million or something like that.
So 25 million. So you know, that could blunt the blow, obviously, right? Because that's 25 million users. So Microsoft's going to have to pay for it. It's going to cost them a little bit, to be honest with you. And I just don't see them doing it. I see it coming to the PlayStation brand in about a year.
Dude, I said the same thing. I said that eventually it's gonna become multi-plat, but I just don't know if that is the best step for Bluehole right now. Like I don't know. And we're talking, let's be honest, we're talking like 2 years down the line anyway. I mean, what's going to happen 2 years from now? None of us can really claim, you know, like it's doing really good right now. It's going to be on Xbox and PC for 2 years before it goes anywhere else. And then who's going to know, like, who wants to play that game like 2 years from now anyway, man?
We don't know if it's going to stay there for 2 years.
I'm predicting 2 years, so that's why I'm gonna say it like it's in the Bible. I'm gonna say 2 years, man.
Honestly, as an Xbox fan, I just think we should enjoy it and enjoy our bragging rights, because we have the game now, we're playing it on our systems, and we're having a ball. And the haters are looking in, and they won't be able to play it for at least a year. So yeah. I'm just enjoying the game now. And you know what? It's
and then we can make fun of them for how it runs. Because you think it runs bad on the X, wait till it runs on the base PS4.
Oh, I got told today.
And they won't be getting 4K on the PS4 Pro either with that game.
Oh, hell no, dude.
Check this out. I was told today by someone on Twitter that the Xbox last great topic that they always use, which is, you know, the internet, you know, the servers and everything. They're like, just wait until Gaikai gets full access on the PlayStation, and they're going to be running their games in lickety split speeds. I just could say, I said, well, how's that PlayStation now working on Gaikai? And I never got a reply.
Lickety split speed.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, wow, really? Gaikai? Okay, whatever. But it's, look, if it goes to the PlayStation, you know, kudos, whatever. But but I'm with Z on this one. If Xbox just lets it go without saying, you know, by putting all the help and all of this into that. And I understand that they're not into the console war space like a lot of people want to tend to be in, and they want to do all this. And I know they want to throw us into the console war shit because we're opinionated, but again, you do want to have those type of games that is essential to the Xbox brand. And the Xbox One X, you know, they say that the only thing Xbox has is Halo, Gears, and Forza. So you have PUBG on that list on top of Sea of Thieves and Crackdown, and then you also have, you know, State of Decay. That's huge. That's huge. So, you know, you could be right, D, but it's just a wait and see game. Like I said, just enjoy the game, and it's enjoyable to play. So let's go.
Yeah, agree 100%. 100%. Where's Z?
Give it a bait.
Yeah.
Oh,
Z's
hey,
got
Good night.
Listen, I'm talking this shit. I didn't know my mic was muted.
okay. Where he is.
I'm sorry. What I was saying is from that, you know, it will be huge for, because that's a console seller. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could say maybe they wouldn't haven't really got that blockbuster, big over the top like Halo and Gears were back in their prime. And that right there will put the Xbox. This generation, I don't think they ever kept Sony. You know what I mean? If we even still dealing with,
I don't even think they're trying anymore, man. It's not about
they're
that.
just making more money.
They're rebuilding their reputation, man. They're getting back to the gamer. That's what it's about, and they're doing a great job at that. All right, they're selling well. They're being profitable, and that's what you want to do as a business. You want to make money, and they're making money. So, like, they're making money. They're building a reputation. As we go through this generation into next generation, everything's just going to keep getting better, man.
All right. Well, like I said, during the beginning of the show, we have a free copy of PUBG to give away. How are we gonna get? How you guys want to give it away? Ask a question.
No, number 1 to 100, and we'll put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Number what? 1 to 100. What?
Yeah. So choose it in the chat, in our private chat here. Choose a number 1 to 100.
I picked 2. 2.
Oh, shit.
200.
I picked 2. Yeah.
You want to ask him a question? Crap, pick something. I don't know. How do you say?
I would just say, yeah, go ahead and pick a number.
You got the number, crap? 1 to 100.
Here, I'll put it in the side here.
All right.
We'll
pick
just
the number U.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
the number
there it is. A free copy of PUBG. We're picking. You guys get to pick a number from 1 through 100. Whoever gets the number right, receive the copy of PUBG. I don't want that slideshow. That game is shit. I don't really like shit.
Look at him. Look at them.
Want that chicken
ponies
dinner.
run. They. I want PUBG. Look at that ass. Get him. Get it. Get it.
Yo, Predator, man, why you putting a number in there? You already got
I can use another one.
Yeah, I can use another one.
Shit.
Anybody get it yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. I'm looking.
Damn, come on, guys. Woo!
I'm looking.
Man, it's going fast, man. I don't know how.
Should have been the Rams Seattle score.
I don't know how you keeping up with that shit right now.
I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that number.
Damn.
Oh, we got it.
I was like, somebody played a Jeopardy music or something right now.
We don't got Chris tonight. He wouldn't be playing some kind of music right now.
Wait, stop typing. We got it. I just seen it slide by.
No, go
Right, well, here you go right here. Kenneth Maynor is the winner.
Oh, shoot.
Kenneth Maynor. No, we know that one. No, Mojo Blues. Mojo Blues. I'm sorry. He put in 52 before you.
Oh, you just made Ken so happy. And then
I do apologize. I do an Xbox Live code. I see your picture. Hey, Mojo Blues, hit me on Twitter right now. I know you follow me on Twitter. Hit me on Twitter, and I'll send you the code. Mojo, but shout out to Mojo Blues for winning today's free copy of.
Yeah, congrats, bro. 52,
yes,
Ray Lewis's number.
I feel bad for Ken, so tell him to inbox me on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or YouTube, and I'll give him a 14-day Xbox Live code.
All right.
Nice.
Hit D-Batch for Kuda Core on Twitter.
Hashtag Kudacore.
That's Keith. That's Keith, who we originally announced as the winner.
Keith Maynard. Yo, he's an awesome part of the community, by the way, man. Cool.
Yeah, better you hit me on YouTube, at least I can see who you are.
All right.
Right, cool.
Anything else you guys want to say? We get the hell out of here. What are we gonna do? Anything else to say?
I think that's about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, just these 4K enhancements, man. I was playing the Killing Floor 2 last night, and gosh, I'm like, that game looks better than my PC, and that's crazy. And,
I can't wait for 2025 and throw
that TI, whatever the hell that they call my PC graphics card or whatever, but they'll say it's supposed to be. But regardless, I'm just saying, with the 4K textures on that game, wow, that game is so fun, and it looks 10 times better. I can't wait for The Witcher. For all the rest of the games, like D was talking about Injustice 2, and they changed the cover. That was crazy they changed the cover. I've never seen that done before to the game, but looking at Adam, and I can't wait for the Ninja Turtles and to come and all that, man.
Hey, that game's on sale right now too.
Yeah.
So
I just realized this is the last BGST for Christmas. What do you guys want for Christmas, gaming related?
What? There we go. There we go. I'm in the building. Damn, and the show is.
Damn, you at the end of the show.
Ain't that about something?
Good night, bro.
Ejectocito, girl. Oh man.
I'm sorry. What I want for Christmas?
Oh, stupid.
Okay, I got you right now, bro.
2 grannies.
Nah, I want a copy of the Bible in Latin. I can get closer to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But I got what I wanted. I got an AVR media, so I can stream the 4K thing. That's basically all. I have all the games already that I most wanted. You know what I mean? But maybe I want a new gaming chair and a new microphone. Yeah, that's what I want.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
That's it. New headset.
He wants a new Stingray Corvette.
You gonna keep adding on. You gonna keep adding on. Come on, keep it going.
Gaming related stuff and geek stuff. That's about it. How about you guys?
Man,
I don't know. I don't do Christmas, but my birthday in January, man, and I will take any handouts on games. Hashtag mooching, no doubt, man. Yeah, we got that game gifting on Xbox, but I don't know.
I want that Doom VR is what I want. I'm hashtag mooching.
The
only things I don't have.
Man, I'm trying to think. I still don't got a GT Sport. I don't really want to pay for that.
You don't want it.
I know, but I'm a racer fan. I might get it. I went ahead and got the Penis Demon game.
What?
Yeah, I got it. I copped it, and of course, this is the excuse that they're talking about, right? All right, so I'm playing it. Okay, the very beginning of it is kind of dope, right? You jump over shit, you over here, you get interrogated and shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm like, all right, the Penis Demon game is dope, right? I'm like, okay, I get it. Got the music and shit, get it, come on, and I'm like, all right, cool. Then I'm walking around and I'm doing some searching and I'm walking around this city and it's just getting boring and boring and boring. And so I cut this shit off. Like, what? This is supposed to be game of the year to people. And then people are telling me it's going to take about the 13th hour before it really kicks in. It's really going to kick in then, and it's going to be the best game you ever played.
Well, now we know why. We know why Mega was late for next podcast this past Saturday.
That's exactly what it was. So.
Man on Persona.
So look, I'm gonna keep getting to this point to where gradually, but I'm just kind of like, look, I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront. I'm playing Shadows of War. I'm playing other games, and I'm getting pure satisfaction from those games from the get. Even the Call of Duty story is great, and I'm like, man, it's dope. Play them through, and I gotta wait 13 hours before a game really kicks in. That just tells you something. I mean, again, Final Fantasy 15, you play that game from the very beginning, and it's kind of slow that's how a game's supposed to start. It's slow for the first maybe hour, and then it starts kicking in. And I don't know, man. I don't know. But
hey, Mega, they're coming for you.
Oh man, you know what? I hit a record tonight. I had more grown men mention my name in this chat than crap. So I don't know.
Very protective of their Penis Demon.
penis demon. You know what I'm saying? They love their penis demon. But that's okay. But I got it. So, of course, let the hate begin. I hope All Day recorded that so he can go ahead and make a little fun shit about it. But it's all good. So. But no, what I want, let's see. I want the Surge. I don't want to pay for. I don't want to pay for the Surge. I mean, I got enough games.
Like $20 on live right now.
I know, but I just don't want to buy any more games. I got plenty of games as it is. So, just the Switch. I just want the Switch.
Wait, can I take my list back? I know what I want.
I knew it.
I would love to get that. If anyone's listening out there that loves me, love my dog shit channel, my dog shit content, that's Sea of Thieves controller. I just can't afford it right now. That's awesome.
Yo, that Sea of Thieves controller look fire. Nice. Glows in the dark and everything.
What does? They should have made it an elite controller. See if he's elite controller.
Hey, shout out to Gago 13. He said Persona fans are gonna throw their Boy George albums at you, K-Bag. Do you really wanna hurt me? Oh my god. So, anyway, but no, I don't know, man. I'm blessed, man. I got a lot of games, and I'm gonna have all the consoles, and I got a gaming PC, man. So I can't complain, man. So, and I got the best gift of all. I got Tekken. So, and I got Agent Locke. You know what I'm saying, on Halo 5. So we good, man.
How about this up, Dave?
Man, I just want a new pop filter. Actually, a pop filter, and probably some liquid cooling for my PC. I got all the games pretty much that I wanted to get. So like, like, what do you get? I got all the games. Even my girl's like, what do I get you? You got everything you want.
Ghost Recon, bro?
Yeah, I have Ghost Recon. Yeah, I haven't cracked it open, but I have it.
You got it on the X? Oh, you got to come on that PvP.
No, man, I told you, man. When the X came out, I bought a whole shitload of games to play with you guys, man.
Yeah.
So I got on the X, man. Yes, hey, I love PC for like single player games because like the graphics are crazy, but like the multiplayer stuff, there's just so much cheating on PC, and a lot of these guys, they don't talk. It's just a different type of interaction. But on Xbox, man, it's dope. Like, we don't even have to be playing the same fucking game. Sorry, excuse my language, but we don't even have to be playing the same game to be in the same chat. Like, this is dope.
Yeah. That's what I love about the Xbox, man. You know what I mean? That's the community. Like I said before, like, all my friends are there. I will be kind of sad and upset if Microsoft wants to get out of the business. Just an Xbox guy, man. Yeah. No knocking against PlayStation. I just love my Xbox, man. Yeah. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? The interface, the ecosystem, the friends list, for parties. Even though you do have party chat, fuck it. I love achievements over trophies. Yeah, I'm prejudiced. I'm biased. Fuck it. It is what it is. I would prefer to get an achievement than a trophy any day of the week. All right, I said it.
I'm glad this episode has gotten you back to your roots, man. Because you was being a little suspect there for a minute, bro.
Here we go. Don't start that CS. Don't be giving out no CS.
Oh damn! I'm gone.
You want that pony shit right now?
We saw you shining them horseshoes.
Hey, that boy Z said Microsoft ain't doing this, and everybody say, bro, you got ponies in your ear telling you. you got the Sony fans in your ear talking to you, bro. Don't listen.
Xbox.
I saw ponies in the chat saying join us.
Xbox
niggas dropped $1 too many in the super chat. I done sold out. I done hit y'all with the net neutrality.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. No, the thing of it is that the Xbox community is a lot more critical than all the rest of the console gamers out there. I mean, PC gamers are the most critical out of everybody, but Xbox gamers are critical, and there's nothing wrong with people being critical. And look, when people were saying stuff about PUBG that hasn't played it and they just wanted to throw shade at the game, I mean, it's fine if it's legitimate. But some of the stuff that was just coming was just dumbass rhetoric. It didn't make any sense. So again, it's nothing wrong with a PlayStation fan saying that certain games, or if Xbox is not producing to their likeness, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't get pissed off when Xbox fans do the same about PlayStation or Nintendo. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, we're all in it together.
Every PlayStation fan got this magically high-end PC. They all got this high-end PC when it comes to well, I could play it on the PC. Every Sony fan got a high-end PC that's capable of running anything.
I don't know if that's a real Mikey Bar, but we got a Mikey Bar and drop the code if you guys want to snatch it.
That's funny. So,
but anyway, like I said, we're gonna get the hell up out of here. I'm hopping on. You playing your gaming post? We doing?
Yeah, definitely. My bad for not joining the show, man. I had a discussion with my brother about some family business, but
don't worry about it, bro.
You know,
you need a kitten. I get it, bro.
He was here in spirit, man.
We'll catch you guys all during the week on the shows that we do. The Xbox Nation, Crap Show, K Mega Show, GRG, aka Ejecto Cuz.
Next podcast, man.
Yo, I do want to say this. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man, that's been sending us friend requests, that's actually been jumping into parties and gaming with us. It's been great. If y'all haven't, the gamer tag is post up, POST_UP. Send them friends requests, hop in the party, chat with us, do some gaming, man. It's not just about these podcasts. We actually game, man. And I've played with a lot of you all over the last week or so in regards to playing different types of games, man. So keep getting it in, man.
Oh yeah, Porter Rock. Hey, y'all seen this? The Porter Rock. I'm ready in Street Fighter, man. Me and Lawrence G was playing Street Fighter 5 on Saturday for hours. I'm ready, Jack. I'm ready. I was over here. I got ready. I was like, okay, because he's been trying to talk about he's gonna come and take me in Tekken, which that ain't gonna happen. He gonna step into the
You had to practice in Street Fighter.
Yeah, I'm not good at Street Fighter 5. I'm just not good at it. I've been blasted, but when I played Porter Rock the first time, but Lawrence G knows how to play, and so he knows how to play fighters, and so we was getting in, and I'm ready now. So yeah,
okay.
We're gonna have to probably stream that. You're
gonna have to stream that,
and we definitely gonna have to.
P-Rock can't run.
Hey, listen, you're playing Porter Rock this Saturday. Listen, but tell him I spoke to my spiritual advisor. It's a sin to gamble, so I can't pay that. I'm trying to get closer to Jesus. God, thank everybody for rocking out with the show. Thank you for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Later.
Praise God. Praise God.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes.